All right, so if you're into these fan-driven creative worlds, you have probably heard the buzz around the Nicky Verse. I mean, this universe is expanding at lightning speed, and they just dropped their biggest announcement yet. A full-length movie is on its way. Okay, let's get into it. Yep, that's the voice of creator Nicholas Wigley himself, and that energy, that's really the heart of the Nicky Verse. It's this whole world built on nothing but raw, creative passion and shared directly with its fans. So, for anyone who's just now jumping in, you might be asking, what exactly is the Nicky Verse? Well, it's this incredibly fast-growing world with a super unique history that's kind of become a phenomenon all on its own. And get this isn't some legacy project that's been around for ages. No way. The Nicky Verse absolutely exploded onto the scene in late 2023 and has already burned through an incredible 25 seasons of content. 25! This timeline really shows you that insane momentum. It all kicked off in October 2023, and then it hit this huge turning point at season 20 with the revival. That was this creative refresh that just totally re-energized the series and brought in a whole wave of new fans. And now, here we are, 25 seasons strong, and it's still picking up speed. You know, with that much lore and that kind of momentum, the next logical step wasn't just another season. It was time to think bigger. Way bigger. And here it is. The episodic saga is officially evolving into its first ever feature film. And that means elevating the stakes, right? We're talking a single focus story, higher production values, bigger conflicts, and just a massive payoff for everyone who's been along for the ride. Of course, a universe is nothing without its characters. The movie is set in the core location, Nickyville, and it's bringing back some of the most beloved heroes and, of course, some notorious troublemakers. Leading the charge for the good guys, we've got Jumbo Josh, the classic gentle giant. Then there's Stinger Flynn, the sharp-witted ace of the skies. And Shive Toadster, who, let's be honest, just sounds like an amphibian you do not want to mess with. And you can definitely bet that familiar troublemakers like Gunny and Mr. Dalton will be back to stir up some chaos. But look, a movie needs more than just a few familiar troublemakers. It needs essential, formidable threats. And this is where the Nicky Verse proves just how interactive and special it really is. Because the main antagonist for the movie wasn't just decided in some writer's room. Oh no, the ultimate villain was put to a vote, letting the community itself shape the very heart of the conflict. How cool is that? The creators literally handed the keys to the story over to the audience, making them a crucial part of the creative process. It's a genuinely bold move, and it makes the story feel so much more personal to its followers. So, after all the votes were counted, who did the fans choose? Who is the ultimate threat that's destined to clash with the heroes of Nickyville in their very first movie? The answer is Huggy Wuggy. Yep. For anyone who might not know, that is the terrifying, long-limbed creature from the smash hit horror game Poppy Playtime. He is now set to become the single darkest threat the heroes of Nickyville have ever faced. The fans have spoken, and they chose a true monster. Okay, so we have our heroes, we have our terrifying fan-chosen villain, and the stakes could not be higher. The only question left is, when can we all see this go down? The battle for Nickyville is coming in 2025, and that's great because it gives the creative team plenty of runway to build this into the epic cinematic event that fans are dreaming of. So get ready, pull out your calendars, mark it down, November 22nd, 2025. That is the day the Nicky Verse makes its official leap from a beloved seasonal saga to the big screen. And all of this leaves us with one final fascinating question. What happens when a fan-driven universe has to face a fan-chosen villain in its biggest story yet? I guess we're all going to find out on November 22nd, 2025.